Hello and welcome to my blog number 3, which focuses on coaching philosophy. This has been quite an interesting process for me because my time as an S&C coach is quite limited and confined to teaching a methodology of CrossFit to teenagers and adults. However, I've been a physical education teacher for over 15 years. So it's quite interesting the similarities and also the differences between coaching and formal education. I thought it would be important to start with defining what coaching philosophy is, and I quite like this definition here. An athlete-centered, collaborative and not manipulative process between athlete and coach, taking into account individual athlete difference and abilities, with the hope of developing a self-confident and self-regulated athlete. Athlete-centered is crucial, akin to that word of collaboration or collaborative. It is extremely important that we focus on their needs or the team's needs, not necessarily what we need or think they need. Also, it is of importance to take into account individual athlete differences and abilities. That can be within a team context, but also on their own. And we might be dealing with a young teenager who is a recreational athlete, or we might be dealing with a elite level sports person aiming for Olympic glory. However, it is extremely important we need to consider them on an individual basis. Also, the word differentiation comes in here, and that can be crucial when dealing with any teams. Finally, to create a self-confident athlete and also self-regulated, one who understands our relationship and also can carry through strategies and methodologies we have discussed without necessarily us following them up all the time. And this is also part of educating the athlete. My driving principles, relationships are key. And this is my main message here. I really believe that as highly trained S&C coaches, we will have a bank of skills and knowledge. However, without establishing a relationship between ourselves and the athlete or athletes, I do feel a lot of that effectiveness can be lost. Also, we need to listen, learn, and understand our athletes or team. We never stop learning, and we can learn from the athletes and as much as they will learn from us. And it is of crucial importance to understand their aims and goals. We want to educate and guide our athletes or team. We want to build them up. We want to remain professional in ourselves, but also we want to empower and teach these athletes or teams. Also, finally, feedback and reflection is critical. Learning from mistakes, using the relationship to be able to give and receive feedback is critical to create this culture of giving and receiving feedback. I believe is greatly important, which links into everything being athlete-centered. This is crucial to the success of our coaching within a team or an individual. Theoretical background. I've used the work of Sophia Jowett, looking at the 3+1 Cs model of closeness, commitment, complementarity, and also co-orientation. Also, the work of Carl Rogers, where he looks at person and athlete-centered learning, with relationships being at the core. Again, that is my key message. Finally, the work of John Hattie with regards to feedback. This is massive in my world as a teacher of giving and receiving of feedback, and it is of critical importance in education. To conclude, I thought it might be better that you actually see my face instead of just staring at a PowerPoint as you have done for the last 4.5 minutes. I think it's really, really important that we go out there and enjoy ourselves and do what we do with passion. And to reiterate my main message of reinforcing those relationships, and we can do that through the passion and through the enjoyment, especially if we're dealing with young people. That enthusiasm will just shine through. So go out there and enjoy what you do, and don't be afraid to make mistakes and have fun.